So it looks like Boko Haram are back in the news. Came across this in the Independent, and the headline states ISIS overtaken by Boko Haram as world's deadliest terror organisation. Boko Haram have killed 17,000 Nigerians since 2009, I think. There's an image. This is Nigerian soldiers hunting down. They've just killed 32 people. 32 people last night died, I'm sure, at the hands of Boko Haram. So, says the Nigerian army soldiers are pictured as they are deployed to the north of the country. Overtaken ISIS as the world's most deadly terrorist organisation, according to a new report. The Nigerian-based terror group, also known as Islamic State's West's Africa Province (ISWAP), was responsible for 6,644 deaths in 2014. In comparison, ISIS is believed to have killed 6,073 people in the same period. Boko Haram pledged allegiance to the group, also known as the Islamic State, in March of this year. Got a bit of a tag team going on here. Boko Haram and ISIS. So here we have a graph, and there we have it. Boko Haram leading the way, 6,644. ISIS 6,073. The Taliban 3,477. These Fulani militants, not sure who they are, and Al-Shabaab. Trailing with only 1,021 deaths. Source from Global Terrorism Index. There's a hyperlink here you can follow. If you follow the link, I'll be leaving in the description for this article. We have a map of the world, colour coded on the severity of terrorist attacks. It's quite interesting. And as you can see, in Nigeria from 2013 to 14, this is how many more people died. 5,662, Nigeria. Iraq second, Afghanistan, Ukraine, Syria. ISIS has certainly sought and achieved global notoriety since it announced its creation of a caliphate across Syria and Iraq in June 2014. It has its own media arm which pumps out propaganda videos and messages to either inspire supporters or strike fear into those it regards as enemies, with graphic footage glorifying executions and torture. Even though I believe they're fake, they serve their purpose to glorify executions and torture. It has also claimed responsibility for the most recent terror attacks in Paris in Egypt, where a plane containing 229 people was downed. There's no let up with these terrorist organisations at the moment. So Boko Haram carries out most of its atrocities in North Africa. Over the past year, Nigeria witnessed a 300% rise in fatalities from terror acts to 7,512. This is the largest increase in terrorist caused deaths ever recorded by any country, and is predominantly down to Boko Haram's expansion. A lot of people won't even have heard of Boko Haram. Been so concerned with ISIS because saturated the news with to keep everybody absolutely terrorised. So 2013 Nigeria ranked 5th in terms of the highest levels of deaths, but moved to 2nd last year. Boko Haram is not limited to Nigeria. In 2014 the group doubled its attack and expanded into Chad and Cameroon. In 2014 staging 46 attacks and claiming 520 lives. While increased use of explosives and bombs thanks to training from other terrorist outfits has characterised more recent Boko Haram attacks, the majority of attacks remain armed assaults using machine guns. We have another graph. very steep curve upwards, showing us the amount of deaths, incidents attributed to these terrorist organisations operating in Iraq, Nigeria, Syria, India, Somalia, Thailand. So this data, published in the third edition of the Global Terrorism Index, was produced by the Institute for Economic and Peace and drawn from data collected by the Global Terrorism Database (GTD), collated by the National Consortium for the Study of Terrorism and Responses to Terrorism. Seems like a good article. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. Please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, leave a comment, give it a share. Thanks for watching. Cheers.